Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for joining in with us today. I'm coming over from the 10K project. I want to thank them for having me over to talk earlier today. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to be here too long tonight either. This week is actually spring break week, and I found out that I'll be going out to the basketball game tomorrow night. So I'll be going to watch the Brooklyn Nets play the Charlotte Hornets. So I'm not going to be here that long tonight either. Once again, thank everybody for watching. Mike Sneed with Appliance Boot Camp. Uh, we're still waiting. I'm gonna have to make a decision this week. We're still waiting to hear from them on the actual date. It's something really big that something that's really big that could be planned. That we could do it in conjunction with the Appliance Boot Camp, and I'm just waiting to get that date confirmed with them for the one in Atlanta. So I have a tentative date that they have given me, but it hasn't gotten approved. I got that on Friday, so I was waiting to hear it today. If not, I'll reach back out to them tomorrow to make sure that that date is the date that they're going to go with. Once they do that, then we can actually really start pushing the date out there. I don't want to jump out there too soon, and they got to actually change the date. But once again, if you hadn't already, hit the like and subscribe button. And like I said, I'm coming over from the 10K project and talking about investment group there. So now I gotta get my head back around what I'm talking about here at the Appliance Boot Camp. Now tonight I'm gonna be talking about why flat rate pricing doesn't work for companies 1 to 3 million companies. I've seen it on Facebook here lately. BCNF done a great job where he actually went out and tried to do some run his business on a flat rate pricing system. And what I mean by flat rate is when the third party warranty company or the warranty company try to give you a rate that's less than the $85 per hour, where they say, okay, we're gonna give you a bunch of calls, but we only going to charge you. You can only bill us $150 or $160 per call, and they try to guarantee you like maybe 3,000 calls for that for $150. And so what happened? You go out there and you try to run those calls, and you realize that the math just don't make it. So if you're somebody who let's see here if I can actually with StreamYard. I don't know if I can do an actual she screen. I might be. I can't do a white screen. I don't see a white screen. Ah, crap. Don't see a white screen. Anyway, uh, I'll just talk to you all about it then. Okay, so if you're running your business, and if you're coming from somebody who's been an employee all their life, and now somebody tell you they're gonna give you 160, $170 to go out there and repair service calls, what's gonna happen? You're gonna look at it and say, man, I'm only getting $30 per hour now. Now this company to fix the appliances, it don't take me but 10 or 15 minutes to fix them. Now they're gonna give me 160. I'm gonna be doing good. But what happened? You don't see you're not taking into account all of the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes for you to actually complete that call. You know, you have to when from the time that they email you over your work order, that's a cost associated with that email coming in because you got to pay for your internet. There's a cost associated for you to be able to actually call the customer and actually schedule the appointment and get them scheduled. That's a cost. You have to pay for that cell phone. There's a cost associated with you actually going to appliancetology or wherever you get your service manual and getting that service manual. There's a cost associated with that. There's a cost associated uh, with you actually driving out to the customer house. There's a cost associated with you actually putting them in your actual schedule. You have to pay for your online scheduling. You have to pay for your not only online scheduling, you have to pay for your CRM software. All everything that you do that you're interacting with that customer, there's a cost associated with it. A lot of times we don't see it because all we're thinking about is the time that we're actually out there in front of that appliance. So so what happens if you're a one or two man shop, uh, that one service call have to cover all of those things. It's gonna have to cover your cell phone. It's gonna have to cover your insurance. It's gonna have to cover your vehicle, your gas. You got all that stuff coming out of it. The oil change, the new tires, the brakes, all of that is coming out of that $160. And what happens? There's not any money left in there, especially if you have to go back again to actually install a part on there. You actually then be better off paying them $30 to send it to somebody else because you actually going to lose money on that deal every time. Only way you can make money on flat rate if you're doing one, say like a new leaf, where new leaf are already send the part out before you get there, and you only got one trip. For new leaf, I would charge them 150 or 175 to actually go out there and to install that part for them, and they're okay with that because you only got one trip and you're still good. But if you got to make two trips, you're not gonna be get out of there for less than 250 and still be able to make money. Now the flat rate where that come in at flat rate is when you have a lot of technicians. So flat rate is based upon you doing volumes. When you start having a lot of technicians, you can then start to do some of those flat rate prices that they have. Now I think the insurance company is thinking everybody is like serious when you got hundreds of technicians out there and you can spread the cost of everything across all those different technicians. So then it doesn't you don't it doesn't hurt you as bad to do a flat rate because now you got a bunch of technicians that you running that can cover all of your costs. Because right now, if I got if I'm a one man shop right here, so me being a one man shop, I got to pay for all of my internet. If I was to bring in 20, so if I do 5 calls, the cost of my internet got to come out of those 5 calls. So that's gonna be a bigger chunk. If that makes sense. I wish this had a whiteboard so I could actually write it out, but it doesn't have a whiteboard. I might do a video later on where I can write it out. So if I'm a one man shop, I can do 5 stops. My internet is going to take a bigger chunk out of it. My 5 stops because it got those 5 stops got paid for everything. Now, if I had 10 technicians, to each one of them doing 5 stops, now I got 50 stops that I can break out. Because my internet price ain't gonna go up. It's a constant. If I got one technician, if I got 10, but now I can break the price up of those of that internet across 50 stops. Now it's just a small part of it that actually accounting small piece of that money have to go towards the internet. Same thing, my general liability insurance. If I got one technician or if I got 50 technicians, it's not going to change. So I can now put the cost of my general liability across a lot more technicians, a lot more service calls. So now my cost per call starts to go down even more. So that's what they're doing with the flat rate. They're running it. They're looking at us as if everybody is like Sears and you have a bunch of technicians that you can spread the cost amount. And then sometimes those flat rate prices actually work and you can be profitable on them. But starting off, if you're a one or two man shop, you're not going to be able to take those flat rate prices because it's not going to work um, with your business structure. So that then you have to actually then use that where you building them out about $85 per hour, and you got to stay at that $85 per hour until you can figure out what your cost for doing business is. Once you figure out what your cost for doing business is, then you can either go down or you might find out you might be too low at 85, depending on what's going on in your life, how many bills and stuff you got. But 85 is usually about the industry standard of where you can be at and still make money on this appliance repair if you somewhere between one to 3 million service shop. So that's why those numbers don't work when you start trying to do that flat rate pricing. I thought I had a whiteboard I could write it on, but I don't. Ah, crap. So I'm gonna read some of the stuff I got going on in the chat. Like I say, I'm coming over from the 10K project, and I had a good time there. So if anybody here from the 10K, thank y'all for joining us. We got Paul Brown say what's up. Hey, how you doing, Paul? And if you wanted to come on to the live, that's the link in the chat to come on to the live right there. Brother Mike, you may want to see if the notifications went out. I just got notified you're online. Oh, okay. Something's going on with the internet because while I was doing my at the last show I was on, it kicked out 2 or 3 times. I know they're doing some work right here at the railroad track where they're putting down new tracks. I wonder if they're disturbing the internet and doing something because it just came back on. What's good? Hey, how you doing, BK? All right. Greg B said he didn't get a notification either. Yeah, something funky going on with it. Quentin Hodge, hey, how you doing? All right. Shimano Fa, Grandmaster Mike and ABC family, hey, how you doing? Oh, they just got the notifications coming up. All right. What's up, Mike? Caught the beginning of the other show with you earlier. Great content, champ. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's up, Mike and ABC family? I recently went from 85 to $100 for diagnostics. Inflation is killing us out here. Gas is over $4 a gallon in Georgia. My hourly rate has also increased. There you go. Yeah, you can do that. And see, that's the thing too. Oh man, I that's the thing too. I should have told them on the other channel about why it's imperative that you have to have a business. But just what 63 Impala dude said, we know the fluctuation where all this gas and stuff is going up, prices are going up. Now we don't have to sit there and take it. You adjust your prices to reflect, hey, things are going up, and it doesn't hurt us. Unlike if I was working in corporate America right now and the gas prices that went up, uh, price of goods, price of services are going up, I would be stuck. I want nothing. There would be nothing I could do but sit there and complain. They need to do something to bring the prices down. But because he owned his own business, it didn't take him 2 minutes. He already adjusted and gave himself a raise, a cost of living increase. He don't have to wait no year to get 2%. He went up and gave himself a $15 per hour raise. And that's the great thing about having your own business where you can adjust for the inflation. It doesn't hurt you. And that's one of the things I said whenever this stuff went down, like when the housing bubble, .com burst, all those things happened. I didn't realize anything was bad was happening because I just adjusted my appliance repair business and my life went on the same. It went on the same. And that's the key thing too. At the other uh, show, I was telling them asking what can we do far as what's one of the reasons why we're not able to invest in the long term for like other cultures and stuff. And most of it has to do with the fact we're not entrepreneurs, we're not business owners, and because we're not, any little if the wind blow too hard, we in trouble. So people who are not entrepreneurs, if say like we're doing an investment right now, and everybody got to put in $300 per month, and you working for somebody. Now the economy just shifts, and you might not have $300 to put in anymore. And you don't have no way to go out and get no $300. You gotta wait for the economy to come down, or we gotta say we gotta put less money in, because more of my money is going out, and I don't have no way to raise my salary up to reflect that. Now, so that's the stuff that kills us. If you ever look at, I look at this, I look at this show. It's about the street people of Atlanta. This guy goes around and interview all these street people, and I'll be listening, and stuff to put people on the streets. I just can't believe it. They have, what you doing on the streets? well, the pandemic, or I lost my job, and some of that stuff. I've had that conversation with family and friends. You don't know people's situations. You can easily be something could happen to you. You could easily be out on the streets. And I tell them I don't. It don't work like that. You put safeguards in place so that you don't have to go out there on the streets. They said, what happens if you were to get sick or you get in a car accident? Well, I got in a car accident and was in the bed for almost 6 months. My elbow and arm messed up. I couldn't do anything, and it didn't bother me. My business kept running. And what happened if you be building stuff and doing long term investments like that, multi generational, you gotta have a business anchor in that thing because you can't have no gaps where people don't have money coming in and something like this happen. I kind of picture it as if like tomorrow I'm going down to Charlotte to the basketball game. If I'm driving towards Charlotte to the basketball game tomorrow, and if I get there and say like they have a road blocked off, the road blocked off, and you can't go nowhere. Do I just sit there for forever and say, man, they closed the road, I can't go nowhere? I'm not going to be able to do anything because the road closed. I can't do anything. No, you just take a detour. It might take you away from it might take you off the path a little bit of where you're going, veer you off a little bit, but eventually you'll get back on path and keep going. That's the same thing happens in economic times when you got a business. If I got someplace I'm trying to get to, one stumbling block, or one road block, or one road detour is not going to take me off, and I was just going to sit there for 3 years and don't do anything. It's just going to veer me off. I'll have to make another turn here and there, but eventually I'm going to get back on the right road and keep moving. And like I was telling them today, I met with a group, and they've been building, they've been doing a project almost 20 years, and the project done varied almost 100 times, but it's coming together, and they're doing it, and to be able to stick with something for 20 years, a project that requires a lot of money and a lot of capital. You got to have a business anchor in that thing for somebody to stay with it for 20 years. They don't have people come and go. Even since I've been here working with them, they don't have people come and go, but the project is still moving forward to the final destination. It's going to get there. And like I say, you can't do that with a job. We just can't do that with a job. You gotta have a business that's anchoring you to get you to those spots. You gotta have a business anchoring to get you to those spots. A job, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. All right, that's the link to get in. My app, hey Mike and ABC found. Mike, guys out here making it tough to get on the third party warranties. They taking $50 service call fee. These same guys with no insurance causing damage and running. Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, it happens all the time, especially when the economy gets bad. When the economy gets bad, people just start just trying to grab anything they can do to try to make some money. Those people running for $50 per call, the math is going to get them. Just leave them alone. They can't run these calls for $50. The math is going to get them. There's so much work going on right now. Let them do it for $50. They'll be calling you back. They'll be calling you back. So they can't stay out here and run service calls for $50. Dr. Virginia Luker Johnson. Hey, how you doing? The content for 10K project was awesome. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for coming over. We're glad to have you here with the alumni. I appreciate y'all letting me come over there. I really do. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, like I say, and this is the other thing too. I want to tell you all, man. I was meeting with these guys because they're building this housing complex. And this is what they're doing now. They're actually having the actual infrastructure. They're putting the infrastructure in, and they're owning the infrastructure. Meaning they're paying to have a fiber optic cables and all that stuff ran to your house. They're paying uh they're paying to put solar panels and stuff into your house. With all this stuff they're putting it on there, and now they're going to own it. The utilities come to your house, they actually own it, and then instead of you paying, say like right now you might pay Georgia Power. Say you're gonna pay Georgia Power. Now you'll come into these planned communities. These planned communities is running their own cables, running their own utilities, and what happens? You won't be paying Georgia Power. You might be paying uh, uh, 1, 2, 3 housing for your power and water and stuff, but they bringing all that stuff in. And what happened? They just getting a contract from Georgia Power or whoever to bring it right there to the beginning of the community, and they take it from there. And they'll be able to charge you forever for that. Not only that, what they're doing, they're having their kind of like their own little next door apps. So their next door apps mean if you buy a house in this community and it's on our power grid and all this and that, um, if you have a problem with your plumbing, then you this is the company you got to use, and they're actually now being like Google and stuff, where they're actually going to actually charge you to get to come into that community. Say, okay, if you want to get on and be part of our, we got 3,000 homes in here. If you want to get in here on these 3,000 and be the main supplier to repair these appliances and stuff, it's gonna cost you. Right now, it's not a monthly fee, but it's coming. It's coming. They're gonna say you're gonna charge you a monthly fee, or you're not gonna be able to get in. So they're actually now cutting Google off, where they're saying they control all of that stuff, and all they have to do with the power companies and stuff, they have to tell them to come. They have to guarantee them the capacity. If they say they're gonna have 3,000 houses in here, even if nobody hooked up, they still got paid a flat fee for 3,000 houses. Then they can put their markup on it and send it on down to send the power on down there too. So to see all that stuff and to be in those meetings and actually talk to those guys, and I got another one. Like I said, my old business partners. That's where I'm going to meet with them next Friday. I mean, this Friday. I meet with them this Friday, and be the same thing. Be the same thing. Where they're gonna they got two or three housing developments they're putting together. And I know that's exactly what they're going to be telling me the same thing. Do you want to come in and be the preferred vendor on here? We'll give you all the stuff to be the preferred vendor. And like not only that, but you get the commercial too. So they say, hey, not only are we going to have do we control the residential, but we also control the commercial. And that what they wanted to know if you would, if I would do the commercial, and that I have to give like a 3 hour. If they have any types of problems within 3 hours, I gotta have somebody there to get there, and we be fixing it. So that's the type of stuff people are doing now, and if you're not in a business where you can get a part and start making some of that stuff happen, um, I don't know how you're gonna I don't know how you're gonna survive in the United States because it's changing. It's changing quick. And it started off like I say, I went to in my community. My wife and I walked one weekend and we saw the prices of the houses starting off 300,000. The next weekend we walked, they had changed it. The houses starting at 400,000. So now we're talking. That means I asked them where the house is going to start at. They said right now starter homes are 300 and $400,000 for starter homes, and I don't know what you're going to do if you only qualify for 200,000. I don't know how these this next generation is going to qualify to buy a house. You're gonna have a lot more people that are gonna have to get married. That stuff talking about you're gonna do it on your own and stuff. I don't know if that's gonna happen now, unless you are somebody that's an entrepreneur and you cracking some money out. But just going, you got a regular 9 to 5 job. You're gonna have to get married, and there ain't gonna be no such thing getting no cheap apartments. The apartment's $1,500 around here, $2,000. So you're gonna have to find some way to make this thing work. And appliance repair, if you hadn't got in already, appliance repair is the best thing to do it. The best thing to do it. All right. Thanks, Mike. When will the minicap be in DC? I don't know yet. They gave me a list of the hot spots they wanna be at, and the DMV area is one. So we haven't quite put that together yet. I gotta see how it goes. I'll see how Atlanta and the one after that goes. If it goes pretty good, then we might start adding some more in. But I'm gonna see how it goes, see how I like it. Main thing, see if how I like it. If I like it, then we'll start moving some more in. Terry the electrician, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Uh, Kirk, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing, Kirk? Kirk just sold a house, so he's doing. I know how he's doing. He's doing good. Uh, Mr. O, I just raised my service call fee to 99 from 85. That's 30,000 extra dollars a year overnight. Yeah. See, this is the stuff right here. This is the stuff that now that we own a business. No, I shouldn't say that. I do feel sorry for people who don't have a way to do it, and they looking at the gas prices. I ain't even looked at the gas prices. To be honest with you, I don't care about the. I really don't care about the gas prices because it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, all that stuff gets passed over to the customer, so it doesn't matter. It ain't gonna hurt my bottom line. Same thing. I'm doing a like I said, I'm doing a house for a guy, and I go to it's funny. I go to the supply house to get some supplies, and I hear all these electricians in there complaining. Man, this stuff is too high. The price is this. And I'm thinking to myself, why they care? It's not. It's not coming out their pocket. It's getting passed to the customer. The customer, I ain't got to, good Lord, $20 for one piece of 2-inch PVC for one stick. Right at 20, was it $20 or 30? I don't can't remember what it was, but it didn't matter. It's getting passed on to the customer. No, the customer might push back now and say, hey, I shouldn't have started building in the middle of this stuff, because now the price is going too high. But that's the customer. The price is the price. So I ain't gonna get mad and run my blood pressure up. It's just the price. Right now is not a good time to be doing no new construction. I was going to get started on the house, and I say now they're crazy, and you can't find no breakers, can't find no panels, and everything's sky high. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. It ain't worth it to get started now. Uh, and but even like I say, it don't matter to me getting passed to the customer. People say these appliance parts going up. Yeah, but the customer pay for it. It don't affect me any. The customer has to pay for it. Mike, I figure out my cost to reach at least 200,000 a year based on one of your videos is roughly 175 an hour based on my current operation. So I'm shooting for that this year. There you go. There you go, Mr. OCB. There you go. And that's what we do as business owners. When people start saying you got to know your numbers and start working on your numbers. Now all that stuff is making sense to us. Before then, I'm speaking now mainly to African Americans. We read all these books and we look at all these videos about entrepreneurship and this and that, but we never have a place where we can actually implement it and actually see how it works to get that stuff out of it. Now that you have this appliance repair business, that you can actually take all that information that you had, apply it to it, and see what worked and see what don't work, and see what was BS and what wasn't BS. So that's why this is great. Now that we actually are running businesses and running real businesses, and these are the now, I was telling them to get into the skilled trades. This is why, because if I was going with the skilled trades that we're doing, we're not going to underserved neighborhoods and fixing those sub-zero refrigerator that cost $12,000. No, you're not doing that. You're going to upper, middle, and upper class neighborhoods, and so with that, they have the disposable income that actually to keep these things running. And so now you can actually take that money back into your community and build your community up. You can't squeeze no juice out of something that ain't got no juice in it. Unfortunately, in African American communities, there's no juice in it. We can say all we want about we got this I guess $1 trillion worth of. I haven't made any money in the African American community. 20 years of business, I have not made any money in the. I take that back. Appliance boot camp I have. Majority of the people who come through appliance boot camp are African American. So I have made that, but that's a global thing. That's not no regional thing. That's me having to go out all around the United States and across the world and pull and pick off and pull in. But in just my specific area, I have not made any money. I have not made any money just in my specific local area off of predominantly African Americans. It's always been a mix. Mr. O, thank you for showing us how to calculate our cost of doing business. Now I don't really need the blue book too much. Yeah, see, there you go. The blue book gets you started because of what happens when you first come into business, and I'm telling you all this stuff about business and all your different costs and this and that. It's just too much. So to start off, you want to just learn the trade. So you're gonna learn the trade first, and you're gonna do that with the third party warranty. And then when you switch over to COD, you're gonna stick with the blue book. Once you stick with the blue book for a while, then you'll know your true cost of doing business. Then you'll know then you can predict. Just like Mr. O saying, it get to a point. I can tell you how much money I'm gonna make next year. I know how much money I'm gonna make this year. I was talking to my one of I'm not gonna say because I don't want nobody to. They get mad because they go back and look at the videos. I say who I was talking to. I was talking to a family member, and I was telling them that I'm gonna make 250. My goal 250 to 300 at the ice cream parlor this year is what I'm looking to make. How do you know you're gonna make that? Because that's what I say I'm gonna make, and I know what I need to make per day in order for that to work. And I know I'm looking at different strategies to make it so I can make that per day. And I know I'm going to hit those. I know I'm going to hit those numbers because I've what's it called. I implemented the stuff that I went to the class. I had to go to the ice cream parlor boot camp. I implemented that stuff. I implemented some other stuff that I've read and been looking at, and it worked. Sunday I was dead on it. I was dead on it Sunday, and it worked. And that little thing produced in turn, and I know how much money I'm going to make this year off of that thing, and I know how much money I'm going to make off of appliance repair. I've done that for 20 years. I know how much money I can make off of that. I know how much I can make off appliance boot camp. Because the second, third year, I know the cycles. I know what it takes to actually to make the money. I know what to do to get the sales and stuff going. So I know how much money I'll make, and all that stuff is planned. I know how many mini camps I want to do. I know how many people I need to be there. I got all of that, and I know how much money I want to make out of this thing. Not only that, I know what I'm going to do with the money. So before I even get the money is already there, already spent. I know where it's going to. Same thing with my contracts as license holder. I know how much money I'm gonna get off of that this year. I don't touch it. I just let that money just stack up at the end of the year. Then I go do something with it. So I know all that stuff. I know where it's going. Look at it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody. Look at everybody. Instead of because we're entrepreneurs and we run our own business, ain't nobody complaining. That they say, hey, I'll make my adjustments. Terry the electrician, I'm at 125 an hour right now. Going to raise that at least 135, possibly 150 hours. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We don't have to wait a year and we ain't got to be crying about if they're going to give us a raise or anything. You just make yourself a raise. No problem. Donnie Madden, what's going on? Any update on the blender stuff? No, I haven't got any update on the blender stuff yet either. I have not. Mike, At the 350K starter home, single family detached, or are they townhomes, any condos? Sounds like Carolina's getting expensive like other areas. Those are going to be single family. They're going to be between 2,500 to 3,000, 2,500 to 3,500 square feet. They're going to have townhomes. What they're doing now, they build. That's the other thing too. I found out. Uh, I've seen this trend happen a lot around here lately. At the very front of the entrance, on a lot of the newer communities, they're cutting the trees and stuff down now because they build it so fast. So what they do at the beginning of a lot of these master plan communities, you're gonna have townhomes up there and condos up there at the very front. And what they use those for, they use those to block the sound from traffic coming into where to where the actual single family houses at. So the townhomes or condos, they'd be at the very front near where the most of the highway traffic and stuff is coming. They use those as sound barriers and stuff. Instead of you having a big wall and stuff up, you build condos and townhomes. So I get to it's funny. I get to go talk to these people who actually doing this stuff, and I talk to them as they actually are building it, and I get to see all that stuff come together and see how they actually plan it. And so that's they will have those up front, um, and then they have townhomes and and uh, and uh, and condos up front for sound barrier, and then from there they have they have retail. Then from the retail, you go back from the retail, and then that's when they try to have like industrial, where they try to have like maybe hospitals, manufacturing, some back there in the back. They split them in sides. This is the second or third one I've seen them do it. They split them in sides. So they say on this side where you come in at, they have the retail shopping centers and stuff, and they don't want they don't want no Walmarts or none of that stuff. People want Targets and all, the high end stuff coming there, the BJ's and all that stuff. And so then from there they leave there, and then they have like the hospital medical stuff, and then they have like the what you call it, the actual industry manufacturing in the back. And then on the other side of it, that's where they'll put the houses and stuff for the people who actually going to be working in the factories and all that stuff. And the people are working at the hospitals. That's where the houses and stuff be on the other side. And they usually have some wetlands or some type of way, of nature buffer and stuff in there in between and stuff. So so I get to see all of that. And just think, if you go into a room, I don't know if you ever been in some place with somebody developing some area like that. But you go there in the room and you look at the table, and you can see 20 years ahead of time. No, it's crazy when you sit there and you looking and you say this is where we're at right now, but this is what it's gonna look like in 20 years. This is what it's gonna look like in 10 or 15 years. And like I say, when I first started doing it with my old business partner Abdul Ron and them, they would actually have on their layouts, they would actually have people on theirs. And from there, with the people on there, I used to be looking. I said, man, that's Southeast Raleigh. Ain't no more black people. Where the black people at now? And I used to ask them that. Where I gonna do all the black people they got that's living there now? I don't see none of them on the layouts, no. But yeah, I actually see all of them. Mike, has the standard rate changed over time as cost of doing business has changed? Yeah, if you notice the blue book, they actually changes the blue book every so often to reflect the actual inflation and stuff. But if you got the online one automatically changes and update. Like you might be noticing now, I think one repair was like $300 some a week or so ago. Now it's 400 or something. They automatically update those. A9 Dr. Funk. It's going to be interesting to see how the real estate bubble will respond to the increase of interest rates in the future. Yeah, it is. It is. Yep, more service opportunities. Yeah, it is. SQ Services, what's up, family? We raise the prices. I mean, yeah, everybody's raising these prices. Everybody's raising these prices up. And like I say, and I'm surprised at the people who build it. Like as much as the prices are right now, like I say, Ron done called me I don't know how many times. The problem is they don't have enough skilled tradesmen to do the work. And so he's saying, hey, they're looking to buy a container of electrical stuff to do their houses and stuff. They looking to go buy containers and stuff and have their own supplies. We'll buy all the supplies. If you would just come in and get the crews together for us and get them up and running to build the houses, and we'll take care of all the supplies and stuff. You just take care of the labor and getting us the workforce that we need. And that's what they're talking to me about. Um, Not this one I just went to. The one I went to today, uh, they just wanted to make sure that I can service their needs and stuff, which we can. That won't be a problem. But Ron wants me to build them the workforce so they can get moving and stop having all these delays that they have. Especially if he's going to go buy containers of electrical stuff that they need. Have the containers there where they're going to ship them from. They're going overseas and buy them and have them shipped over here. And don't have to go through Lowe's and other manufacturers or anything. So that'd be interesting. And I'll be meeting with him on Friday. So on Friday, I might take my camera and if he'll let me get some of the stuff that they're doing, show you all what they're doing a little bit. But so yeah, so that's where we're at. And get ready to enjoy the ride. Like I always tell people with appliance repair, the worse the economy get, the better our business get. You guys, here it is now. People are complaining about prices and about gas up and stuff, and you all getting pay raises. Jose Bean said he just got a $30,000 a year pay raise in his business, and it's good. This is a great good life. I mean, I tell you, it's a good life. If you hadn't gotten into the skilled trades, especially with a business that you own in the skilled trades, I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know what you're waiting on. Don't wait until the market gets so bad that it takes all your money and you got that $500 to go to the mini camp. Right now the mini camp is $500. Set that aside and get in as soon as possible. You know you saying like I say you said people getting $15 per hour raises to themselves. You know if you're somebody who got to go look at the gas station and every time you ride by the gas pump and you seeing where the prices are going here and there, if that's bothering you and you're upset, uh, uh, look into buying the appliance boot camp. With us, we can raise our prices. With me, my actual cost of doing business, I have my gas prices already at $5. So if the gas if it gets above $5 per gallon, and it gets to a point where I'm spending more than $30 per day in gas, then I raise up my gas price to reflect it. Or you can do like everybody else do. When the gas prices get too high, you can add a few surcharge. You can do that. But I just adjust mine. But what you want to do, you look at what the gases are, where the gas normally is at. Then normally you can double it, and you say, okay, if the gas stays at about 250, then I'm gonna double that and say, okay, when I'm doing my cost of doing business, I'm gonna be looking at gas costing about $5 per gallon, and that way, as long as it stay up under $5 per gallon, you're good. If it gets above $5 per gallon for a while, then you have to actually make some changes to it. But with me, I don't care. It still don't cost me $30 in gas yet so, per day, so it don't matter to me what the prices are on the gas. I just don't care because you're getting passed on to the customers anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Um, Now, if the electric bill has went up here at the ice cream parlor, I think they got a problem with the meter. Now with that, we're gonna have to make some. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have a talk with Town Hall But if it come back like that again, I'm gonna have to have another talk with Town Hall. But that I think is more of a mistake than anything. But if those keep going, then I have to go and adjust my prices at the ice cream parlor and whatnot. um, Terry the electrician. I'm sure this new generation will eventually wake up and figure out how much opportunity there is in the skilled trades on both the business and the employee side. Yeah, it is. The business side is good. Even the employees, like I tell people, my employees, my subs, they don't want to. They don't want to run their own business. They like just working for me. And like I say, they bring home 14, $1,500 a week in their pocket, and they like that. And then they run their calls, and they're probably making another 1,000 per week running their calls. So they like it. They get to use the vans and stuff that I give them. So they don't have no problem running calls and stuff for me. So I just done two almost 2 hours with the 10K project. I'm getting out here a little early, like I say. My daughter is on spring break, and my wife is at home this week too. So they got stuff planned for us. So we're gonna be doing another movie night tonight. I think it is. We're doing a family movie night again, and then tomorrow we'll be heading on down towards Charlotte um, to see the New York uh, Brooklyn Nets. We'll be seeing the Brooklyn Nets and stuff play. So I'll be down there for that. I'll read a couple of them out. Time to secure the bag in 2022. Thanks again, Mike. Yeah, it is. Um, for the employees, do they need the same training? Um, yeah, it's the same training for employees, but the if you got why you want to be an employee? If you talking about hiring somebody as a employee as a sub, yeah, you'll need to teach them how to actually uh, repair the appliances. They don't necessarily need to know the business part of it, but they definitely need to know how to. They gotta know how to repair the appliances. But if you're talking about yourself, you want to what you call? You want to be the owner. You don't want to be selling for no $1,500 a week. Why settle for 15 when you can make three? So you don't want to do that. I think a lot of them already saying that college ain't working out for everybody like they've been. So yeah, it is. And I was telling somebody that too. I was like, there's like why a lot of the kids now don't not coming into appliance repair, the younger kids and stuff. And I was telling them, with appliance repair, it ain't cool to take no selfie and you laying up under somebody's washing machine or you up under somebody's dryer taking a selfie. That don't look cool. No, it look cool when you sitting, I guess, in somebody's office, half broke, and you got a suit on, a necktie on, and you can put something on there like getting to the bag or something like that. But if you out there in the service van and stuff, and your hands are ashy, look at your hands beat up, and the knuckles are cracked, the forearms and stuff stay ashy because you on them. You look at my forearms like just worn, and then your kneecaps. You have your kneecaps have bad spots on them and stuff, and you on your knees and stuff all day. That ain't no fun. Not nobody like that. It ain't cool. But like I say, this is the best job I've ever had career wise, and it beats everything that ever came my way. It beats. And laugh out loud. My dad is an engineer and was angry with me for years for not going to college. He was ashamed of me. Now, whenever I go to his house, it's like the Prince of yeah, yeah, yeah. He say it's like I'm the Prince of Zamunda. Yep, no doubt. Yep, no doubt. Yep, I was telling, like I say, I was telling them, but I keep telling everybody the time I went out, the time I went out with my buddy to the Super Bowl party. They prayed for me to find a job and stuff. But yeah, it's the same thing. Like I say, even the appliance boot camp, it's it's funny. It was just a short period of time. It's been less than 3 years where I was being called the dumbest person in the world. They were calling me Kanye West. They, they said I done lost my mind. Honest, all that stuff they were telling me, all that stuff. and I had to eat all of that. When you gonna go get a job? Uh, you need to think you're getting older. You need to think about your retirement. And this is the thing. I was 30. I was at 30. I had retired, and they started telling me, well, what are you gonna do about your retirement? I said, I'm already retired. You're not retired because they looked at retirement as being an age. You got retired at 65. I was 30 and I was retired. And then it got to a point. But what is he doing all day? He's sitting around at the house, ain't doing anything. He going. What they told me, you going through a depression because you don't have a job. So he depressed and he don't want to do anything. He's sitting around there all day. It was funny. I remember this telling me that you going through a depression. You need to get out and start looking for a job. What they tell me, the early bird gets the worm. You need to get out there early and start going out there filling out applications and stuff, and you come on back home. You can't sit around there and just get depressed. You got normal. I'm talking about my wife. Got her out there working and stuff, and you sitting around. You can't do that. She ain't going. Nobody wants no guy sitting around don't work. So they think of my wife. They think of my wife paying all the bills and stuff, and and I'm just sitting at home. I guess being a homosexual, whatever. So, but like I was telling them, hey, I'm good. I don't. All my bills and stuff paid. We living life good. And then I remember one time my wife uncle asked me, man, it made me laugh. We had a cookout, and they was asking me something. I think it might have been the time I was getting ready to start my store. Yeah, when I was getting ready to start the store, and I was telling them I said I'm in the process of building out a store. And I remember he asked me, "Have you ever done anything that worked out?" I was like, "Excuse me, you ever done anything that ever worked out?" And I was like, they threw me for a loop, and I said, "Yeah, I've done some things that worked out pretty well." And then I remember when my family came to the actual store because they look at a store like that as really being a business. I remember them coming to the actual store and they said, "Man, you got real business this time." And that's why I had the actual furniture store, appliance store, and that won't make it half as much money as I was making in appliance repair. But it was something that they could see and touch. It was physical. They could walk into it and they could actually see the merchandise and stuff. You got real business this time. And but now with the appliance boot camp, a lot of people is thinking, you got a school, but I don't never see no students in there. That's what they keep asking me. Where the students at? They thinking it's like a school where people coming every day, and I gotta be here every day. I said no, they come once a month or once every other month. But I said they do it online, then they go out and start their own business. Has it worked for anybody? Yeah, it worked for quite a few people. No, so they still ain't got put that together. How is it? Does anybody come to this place to learn how to start an appliance and it work for them? Because they don't never see people coming in and out every day. Yep, there you go. Jose Bean say he's not joking. Every time I came over, they would call my stepbrothers down to formally greet me, which they never did. I had to tell them to stop. Yep, yep, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, and now it's actually has gotten to the point where now people are actually family and stuff will they coming around where they're actually asking some of the stuff about business and whatnot. And it's getting better now. But yeah, 15, 20 years ago, it was bad. It was bad. Hey, Mike, it is because your people's behind the technology. Yeah, they are. They are. They are. They are a little bit behind in the technology. Uh, they, they, they still don't quite understand it. They still don't quite understand it. My oldest daughter now, she's starting to realize, hey, something just ain't right. She was always excited. She wanted to buy a house, and she went and got pre-approved, and they gave her a pre-approval of like $200,000, and she was like, "Man, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna go show daddy." But now all the houses are for $300,000 to start with, and she had to come back and say, "Man, I can't go get anything." I said, "I told you that." No. So now she has to go back and say she got to go back and wait a year to try to save up some money. But even when she save up some money, you still ain't gonna be able to save up enough to go there. So I try to tell her, you gotta have to what's it called? You gonna have to go out there, those houses that I've been telling y'all about that y'all don't like. You're gonna have to actually go out there and buy you one of those, fix it, get some equity, sell it, get some equity, flip your way up to it if you want one of those new houses. Otherwise, you're gonna have to find you another career, or you're gonna have to find you a husband, and y'all gonna have to double up. Hit the like button, yeah, yeah. Yep. A lot of people behind the technology, at least the kind of knowledge. Yeah, it does. They are. They are. And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll be back on Thursday. I don't know. They having an actual basketball game. You might see there 3:10, 6 p.m. to school. The school is having an actual, I guess, their March Madness basketball tournament for the local middle school and stuff around here, and they we supposed to be doing the concession, old fashioned ice cream. So if that's the case, I'm gonna go live there and let you all see just how the ice cream concession and stuff run. So I gotta confirm it, make sure that we're still on and that that we're still gonna be doing the concession. And what I do there, I'll just be going live and let you all see that side of appliance, not appliance, but the ice cream parlor business. Different stuff you can do with the ice cream parlor business, where you can actually go out to events like that and set up and let you just see how the cash and stuff rolls in from there, and get feedback from people, so you actually see how that works. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Um, be on the lookout. Like I say, I'm just waiting to get some information on the actual date. It's myself and it's Appliance Boot Camp, and two other businesses that's coming together that we're trying to collaborate and do this mini camp in Atlanta. Something really really big that everybody should enjoy. But if I gotta wait for to get the actual okay on the date for that. Once I get that, I'm gonna really push to try to get it this week. I'll give you all the date, and then I can tell you all more about what's going to be there. And I might have some surprises for you all to show up down there too. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll be talking to you later.